Greetings from North Carolina. We just experienced, they're calling it a tornado. We're not really quite sure what just happened. It happened about 2 hours ago, and it was pretty scary. It's my first time ever dealing with anything like that, and needless to say, I went into the bathroom and I took the 3 dogs and I said a prayer, and that was about what I did. Very, very scary. We don't have a basement in this place, so totally freaked out. But anyway, I kicked into prepper mode. Tim got home from work. There's live wires down everywhere. Doesn't look like we're going to have electricity for probably a day or two. So, like I said, we just kicked into prepper gear. We've got 3 days worth of food in our cooler. Everything that needs to stay cold. Freezer, we're going to duct tape until it becomes necessary to take out food and start canning it, depending upon how much damage there is. One good thing, yeah, don't mind the kitchen. One good thing is we still have water pressure. So I'm filling up jars of water with potable water in the hopes that we don't have to drink it, but we may have to. The damage has been not too bad at our place. I don't know if you can see out the window here. You know, some of our stuff went flying to the neighbors. My laundry, of course, is now soaking rain wet. Fortunately, it wasn't anything but kitchen cloths. So anyway, we will just keep a running dialogue of what's going on, how we deal with this. I'm going to put some beans into soak. We have food, we have water, we have propane, we have gas lights. So, hey, you know, this is Homestead and a Rental, and we'll keep you posted. Hi, everybody. Good morning. It's day 2 of after the storm. We're cooking up some bacon. We got coffee. And some potatoes.
We'll fry some eggs up.
Yeah, we're going to do some eggs.
Probably a bannock bread. And,
yeah, what we're trying to do is because we want to conserve our resources, so we're trying to do as much as we can on the grill first, and then we're going to take that pot of beans, and we have some briquettes left over from when we smoked the bacon, and we're going to get that grill going and just kind of use it like an oven, I guess. But this is our smoker that we used the other day to smoke our bacon, which smells heavenly.
Which we didn't get a video of, and we're sorry.
Yeah.
We'll do another video of it soon, and we'll actually show you. It's The garden looks pretty good, doesn't it? Those squash are doing unbelievable. And then I did the potatoes the other day. I don't know if you can see, but I worked. We're overrun with weeds, but we're hoping to get a bunch of it done today.
Yep. And then I don't know if you can see over there, but that's one of the trees that came down in our neighborhood. There's another one across the street. The whole tree came down. We're pretty fortunate. However, I don't know if you can hear it on the film, but the heavy equipment, there's a roadblock up the street, and so we're still out of power. Hang on one second. So anyway, this is what we look like after no sleep, because I don't have my CPAP, and that's something that we've actually been working on. We were able to do the Prepper Unplugged Prepper Challenge because we didn't have 2 consecutive days together that month, plus my father was visiting. The irony is, here we are doing the Prepper Challenge out of necessity, and I had been doing some research about solar, like small solar systems for your CPAP. Kind of on the expensive side, but you know, after a night of no sleep, by tomorrow I'll start to really be affected by not having proper oxygen at night. And
So it's definitely something we're thinking about. We still have water because we are connected to the grid, and so one of those aqua bobs, or the ones that Cat's Cradle is always talking about, that we probably actually could use, because if this was an entire city grid down and the water treatment plants kind of went funky, at least we could have fresh water before, at least before it all started to turn brown and everything. So, this is a lesson, but we are much more prepared than we had been the last time, and we're very confident we're going to get through these days, a couple of days they think it's going to be, and we'll just keep you posted. Let me see here.
Hey, this is Homestead and Rental, back again. Just wanted to show you a quick little tip. If you've got some leftovers and you don't have refrigeration, well, one of the ways you can keep it at least until about lunchtime is to leave it hot in the pan and then put a cast iron cover over the whole top of it. It's still about 170 degrees in here. Cast iron pan's a little bit hotter than that. So it'll last a good 4 hours, and it'll still actually be warm. You wouldn't be able to do it long term, but real quick, it's a good way to actually keep a little bit of food for a little while longer. Bet you can't guess what I'm going to have for lunch. I'll give you a hint. Eggs. Same thing as breakfast. Alright, this is Homestead and Rental. Over and out.
Greetings, everyone. Well, as you can see, we have power back. Came back on last night, and so it wasn't as long as they had predicted. However, up the road, they're still experiencing power outages. We actually did really well. I'm really impressed, even though we don't have the amount of stored, perhaps, food and water that other people have. We were so much more prepared this time, and I was really, really impressed with both of us. We didn't panic. We just got things done that we needed to get done, and it was a nice experience too for the neighborhood, in that we all kind of just sat out in front of the tree and I did some hand sewing, and the kids were playing board games, and so there was some nice things that came from it. I'm still concerned about the CPAP issue. Timothy is also going for a sleep test and may need to have one as well. Also, we're going to be getting, hopefully, a couple of children to stay with us, and I would at least want to have some sort of backup power, especially if we're going to have children. We don't know if they're going to have medical needs. So, like I said, I'm going to put the links of the 2 companies that I've done a little research on. I honestly don't know how we could ever afford it, but it's something that we're seriously looking into. One of the companies actually has a portable system, and it's more for people who want to go camping with their friends and things like that. That's probably what I would more tend towards, only because where this is a rental, I really can't see connecting all sorts of solar power to this house, because it's not ours. And it's also a house from the 40s. I have absolutely no idea when the last time it was wired. I just wouldn't want to deal with that. If it was our own place, if we were building our own place, it would absolutely be part of the plan, without a doubt. Now that I've gone through 2 storms and then gone twice without having the CPAP, absolutely. If we ever are able to build our own home or buy our own home, solar option is going to be part of it. There's just no way, no hands down. Other than that, really, we had a great time, actually. When the power came back on,
the little girl next door was really upset. She was having so much fun, just having all of us sitting around talking, you know, once we all had lunch and dinner and all of that, you know. And she was really cute. She was like, I want the power to go back out. Her sister, however, was very excited to get her TV back, so I guess to each his own. So we had a really great time. I do want to show Mrs. Volpe what I worked on, though, while the power's down. So let's go over here. And I've been working on sewing, but I got, let's see, this I think is a partial Dresden plate, and then I got this complete one done. I just have to iron it. And that one, and then I already had that one done. So, working on a Dresden plate quilt, and I was pretty excited to have some time to sew, and Mrs. Volpe wanted to see what I was working on, and this is my latest project. You know, it's going to take quite a while to get this all done because I am trying to do all the piecing by hand. And I started doing this with a blanket stitch, but I don't like it, so I only did the two, so I'm going to take those off, and I'm going to do a different square color, because I think it's going to be, if we get a little girl, it's going to be for the little girl's bed, and I, you know, want it to be as foo-foo as possible. So, anyway, this is what I've been working on. And back there, I've got some more projects that I've been working on. I've been making little dresses and so forth. So, I hope that everyone maybe can learn from our experience, and hopefully next time we'll be even more prepared. This is Homestead and a Rental, over and out.